So today's video is inspired by this Reddit post. The user is planning to buy a bicycle under 40k, with which he plans to do a tour of Spiti. Now, to buy a bicycle, it is important to understand your requirements, set a budget, and then find the bicycle that best suits those budget and requirements. In this case, because the user's primary requirement is to do a Spiti tour, the bicycle should have really reliable brakes, good gearing, and reliable wheels. Also, because the riding hours will be long, bicycle should have a really comfortable riding position. So in this video, we'll compare the specs, price and suitability of these four bikes. I've taken all the info from the brand's official websites, and the objective here is to do a neutral fair comparison and find most suitable bicycle for the rider. Now starting with the frames, all the four bicycles have alloy 6061 frames. But as far as I know, the frames used by Giant, Polygon and Scott are usually triple butted, which means they will be lighter by Omobike's frame by around 200 to 250 grams. Now coming to forks. Now Polygon uses an alloy rigid fork while all other models use steel rigid forks. Alloy rigid fork give decent advantage in city rides where they are light, nimble and fast. But in terrains like Spiti where the roads are not very good, steel rigids are perhaps as good as alloy rigid forks, if not better. Now coming to the gear train section, here OMO Humpy is a straight away winner in my opinion. All other three models use some part of Tourney or Altus gear trains, which in my opinion does not make sense at price point of 35 or 40k. This is not to say that these products or these gear trains are bad. I'm just trying to say that OMO Humpy offer much better value for money in this department. Now coming to brakes. Brakes are really important in this comparison because the primary usage is going to be a tour in Spiti. Giant and Scott definitely have an upper hand because they offer Tektro hydraulic brakes, but Tektro mechanical disc brakes are also pretty good. In my opinion, they would work just fine even on terrains like Spiti. I myself did a tour of Spiti around 10 years back on a trek bicycle that had V brakes, but they were very good quality V brakes and I never faced a problem. The standard brakes on OMO Humpy are also Tektro mechanical disc brakes, but you can customize them to Shimano hydraulic disc brakes, which is simply unbeatable for any kind of performance. And lastly, coming to the wheel section, Giant Escape 3 seems to have an edge here because they offer 740c tires with puncture protect. But the details of these puncture protect were not clearly shown on the website. For example, in case of Scott, it is clearly shown that it is a 30 TPI tire, which means it is regular tire. Humpy again offers customization here where users can opt between 30 TPI or 60 TPI tires which offer better puncture protection. On special demands, we also assemble bicycles with Continental 740c tires. Now this covered the usual comparison of the main specifications, but because the price bracket is slightly higher, 40k here, so it is important to note other components as well. Here I would say that OMO Humpy falls a bit short because there would be some cost cutting in components like bottom bracket and headset, but the good part is that these components are very easily upgradable at very small amounts, say 1000 or 2000 rupees. So in this comparison, if I had to choose the most value for money bicycle, for me it would be easily OMO Humpy. It offers great components and option to customize multiple parts at a very decent price. But if I had to choose one from the other three models, I would choose Giant Escape 3. It offers 2x8 gear train, which I prefer over 3x8 systems. The brakes are better and the tires are better. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions around cycles, parts or fitness in general, feel free to drop a comment and we would love to talk about it.